Tony, how pleased are you to have got a run of games under your belt over these last few weeks?
Yeah, very pleased. Obviously it's been a long time with injuries and trying to get back into the squad, but it's been good. It's obviously the manager showed some faith in me when the numbers were down and he needed someone to come in, and I'm happy to do that.
They've been pretty difficult games you've been thrust into as well, haven't they?
Yeah, it was straight back in, to be honest. Yeah, obviously the cup game away at Swansea, obviously was a starting block, and then we kicked on from them really, and obviously he stuck with me, and yeah, I don't think I was meant to play the many games I did, but obviously there was changes to be made and we had people getting injured, so he stuck with me.
Are you feeling as fit as you have done in a long time?
Yeah, obviously you go into the season and obviously do all the pre-season and you get your base from there, and obviously I've been training, I've been keeping myself fit, so it's just one of them that obviously you'll never be as match fit if you're playing games really. That's where you get your fitness from games. So it was one of them, like when you do play, you start getting a better match fitness, and as the games go on, you get fitter and fitter. But it was one of them. It was enjoyable to be back.
Talk us through the penalty you won at Old Trafford.
It's just one of them things that I've seen the space. I've passed it into Stephen, and the space was there to run into. It's not special. It wasn't anything, but I was just happy to get my foot on the end of the ball, and obviously he brought me down. Since
you've been working with Roberto, are those the kind of positions he's encouraged you to get into a bit more than you probably have done previously in your career?
I think that the system he plays, I think he's happy for us to go forward and get involved more, but we've also still got to keep a defensive mind in the way when we do tap, we've got to keep our shape and be covering ourselves really for defensive. But yeah, it's a part of this system he likes to play, and the full-backs get forward.
How demanding is that, having to work up and down that right flank?
It's hard. It's one of them you've got to be fit to do it, but obviously you can pick and choose, and the system allows us that if we do go forward and we do get caught out, that we have got maybe one or two midfielders what can help out behind you. But it's one of them that's the modern age now in football, that the wingers get forward as much as possible.
When you played your first game of this season away at Swansea a few weeks ago, it meant that you've played in 15 different seasons for Everton and you've equalled Brian Labone's record. Does that mean anything to you, statistics like that?
Not really, no. I don't really look at the statistics or the stats or anything like that through the years. I'm just happy to be part of Everton, and playing for Everton is all what matters to me. So looking at stats and all of the records, it doesn't bother me, but it's good to know that I'm up there, and I'm probably equaling or breaking a few, but it doesn't bother me.
Maybe something you'll have a bit more affection towards when you do finish playing.
Yeah, definitely. It's one that you look back on, and then you realise like how many games you did play, or you played this amount of seasons. It's one of them when you do finish, you look back on, but while I'm still playing, I don't bother.